What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in on today's video. We are again on the 2017 and we have something really cool that we're putting in the center console. We're trading it out for something else, and yeah, it's gonna be a good video, so stay tuned. And I'm gonna show you guys how to do this, where you guys can get it and have the coolest center console you'll ever have. Stay tuned. So my 2017 Ford here originally came with this little safe here, which I thought would be kind of handy. You know, I thought it'd be kind of cool to have a safe, but I quickly learned that it's more of a pain in the butt. You know, you either got the key or you got the combination here that you got to punch in just to be able to access anything in your center console, because it doesn't leave much room above this. So if you were going to be, I guess, hauling pertinent items where it makes sense to put them inside of a safe, keep them secure, I guess that makes sense. But for me, I just ended up not really using it all that much. And so, like everyone else, I found out that these Dometic fridges were on sale, and they are going to drop right into your 2017 Fords here, and they can hold a 12-pack, is what I've been told. And I feel like this is going to be something way, way more useful for a guy like me that's going out and doing truck pulling. And also, we take the big truck for any of our road trips as well. So, yeah, I just feel like it's going to be much more usable. We're going to be able to pack lunches or obviously pack refreshments. We do have two USBs here, and I'm going to go through. This thing is super slick, and we're going to talk about all the little different features, how this thing operates, and yeah, let's get right into it. So step one is you got to pull everything out. So obviously I had to remove my safe, but then there is this bottom floor liner that you have to pull out as well. And then we can now prep this. So this cord right here is going to plug into the 12-volt outlet that is down inside of the center console. So it's going to basically be flipped up like this, and it's going to get plugged in just like that. You can see there is this extra harness right here. That is because they give you a fan, because we got to have proper ventilation and airflow. They give you this fan, and we're going to be drilling a 3.5-inch hole on the front side inside of our center console, and then that sucker is going to plug right into this harness here and operate and turn on when we have this refrigerator on. And then finally, I really like they thought through this very well. This is just a trim piece that is going to be sitting basically up front here, and gives this really a finished look once you have it fully installed. So just a really well thought out product here. I should also mention they do give you this plug. So obviously we're going to be drilling a 3.5-inch hole, but then I guess if you were to ever remove this, you'd have this gaping hole. Well, they supply you with a plug if you ever decided to remove their product. So very, very thought out. Now, to locate our fan, they do give you this template, which is super slick. So you'll be able to mark the center hole of where you need to start drilling for your 3.5-inch hole. So this basically operates all by itself. So when you turn the truck on, this unit will not be on unless you open the center console and you push that button. Once it's on, it will remain on even after you shut the truck off, and it actually senses when the voltage, the battery voltage on the truck drops below, I believe, 12 volts. Then it will automatically shut off. You get back in the truck, you fire the truck up, and it will automatically come back on. So, you know, if you're going to run into the store or something like that, you shut the truck off, you're gone for a certain amount of time, this thing will automatically kick down so that you're not draining your battery. And then when you come back out, fire the truck up, you don't have to open this up and turn it back on. It'll automatically come on. So very, very nice unit. I do like the extra little USB ports here as well, as we are always needing to charge GoPros, phones, whatever it may be. So yeah, let's go ahead and prep this guy to get it installed. We got these little foam pieces. We got to drill the hole. Let's do it. All right, guys, so we're inside the vehicle. You can see we have our center console lid open. We do have the template secured to the front of our console. You can see we have it taped in place, and you will see it kind of sits in here right up on this lip here, and then it sits up on this lip here. So just like that. And now all we're going to do is we're going to take a paint marker. You can use whatever you would like. We're just going to mark the center hole here so that we know exactly where we need to drill. That's going to be the most important spot. It's going to be right there because that is where our hole saw is. That's where we're going to put the bit, drill through. So the tool of choice here is going to be the Milwaukee Dozer, most durable hole dozer, limited tooth break warranty, 3.5 inch, 89 millimeter. That is what we're going to go ahead and use to drill our hole. If we take our template here, we can line up the drill bit center hole to there, and we can see that it is the exact fit that we are looking for. So now we just gotta get this guy in there. We're gonna put the drill bit right on our little blue dot and go ahead and drill our hole. We're going to use one of these to clean up the hole. It's just a nice little curve. It's got a sharp edge to it. And then as you can see, it swivels. So this kind of works really well for rounding out this hole and cleaning up the edges. All right, so now we can grab our fan assembly. And you can see there is an arrow that's pointing up. So we just want to make sure that we orientate this. And when we install this, it's got these clips on the side here. So this thing's going to kind of snap in. We're just going to want to make sure that those arrows are pointing up. And yeah, so let's go ahead. Need a new one. Try again. Here we go. We're going to install it. Arrows up. Something like that. Make sure it looks like it's up. Good to go. Now, if you had a safe like I did, I had to remove this piece here, which goes against this back wall. And this needs to be reinserted before we put the fan in. So this has just got a couple of clips on it. We're just going to push it up against the back wall and make sure that that is fully seated just like that. All right, guys, so we are prepped and ready for our fridge install. We've got our foam backing installed on both sides of the wall. We have our fan installed, our hole in our fan installed up front here. Arrows pointing up. We've got the harness for the fan kind of taped up out of the way. We have the opening for our 12-volt source for the fan. We have that open so that we can plug that in. Console is nice and clean, minus that one little piece that I just got out of there. Now we are ready to install our fridge. We're going to wiggle it as it goes down, and we're going to make sure we get our power source plugged in before we get it fully seated down in here. So let's go ahead and grab the fridge and drop it down in. We're going to take our power source. It's kind of got a bungee style cord. Make sure we get that plugged in. Just gonna grab the fridge from the sides. You saw how the fridge just kind of clipped in the back. That's what we want. You can see how sturdy this thing is now. Nice and solid. Gonna make sure our power cord didn't get bound up. At this point, we can go ahead and make our connection for the fan. With the truck running, we want to make sure the fan's coming on. So I'm looking down in there, and the fan is on, and it is rotating. Should be getting cooler in here a little bit. Starting to. Oh yeah. We're gonna go ahead and turn the refrigerator off. The blue light turned off. We're gonna make sure the fan turns off. The fan did turn off. We'll just do it one more time. Turn the refrigerator back on and watch the fan turn on, which it does. At this point, we're gonna grab a screwdriver and we're gonna rotate these two screws up front here, and that's gonna lock the front of this refrigerator in. That is going to secure this front lip. Just kind of pulling up on it, you can see it's locked in now. Now I got to get up close and personal here. Before we put our final trim plate on, I want you guys to look down in here. You guys are going to see what they're calling a retention clip. That's going to go over our 12-volt power source there. So you can see that is the retention clip right there. It kind of goes down to a bolt right there. You can see we just have it maneuvered up and over top of our power cord, and that is going to prevent that power cord from wiggling free or giving us any issues in the future. So just a real important note before you put your trim piece on, to go ahead and make sure that that retention clip is put over top and securing that power cord. And that, guys, is going to put a wrap on today's video. Thank you guys for tuning in. For those of you guys that have stuck around long enough, this safe here is in perfectly working condition. So if somebody out there is interested in snagging up this safe, just drop a comment. Let me know if you guys are interested, and we'll get it sent out to somebody. But nonetheless, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, like I said, these guys are on sale. I'm going to leave a link down in the description on where you guys can get them. I bought mine from Amazon. They were going for 100. I waited too long. I got it for 150. But nonetheless, it is what it is. And we got a fridge in our center console now, and that is freaking cool. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribe if you're new, and drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think, and we will catch you guys in the next video.